Did I stay up late last night to learn, to the best of my abilities, how the March Madness bracket is created just to do this tarot tag? Yes, I did.
Tarot March Madness.
Hi guys, Lashette from Scarlet Moon Creations, and I'm back with a new video. This is ridiculous. I was not gonna do this. This is it. Tarot March Madness tag, created by Crescent Dreams Tarot. I saw it and I was like, oh no. And then I watched Robin's Reflections video yesterday and went down the rabbit hole, and I'm like, maybe yes. But originally I planned to just do it, not filming, because I'm like, this was... I put a link in the description to Crescent Dreams Tarot, their announcement video for Tarot March Madness. So you can go check that out and find out the details. But we'll get into that. First, I'm going to show you how I picked the bracket and set that up, because I spent a lot of time doing so. And I'm like, I should show you. And then once you see the first lineup, that's why I decided to film. Because I'm today, while I've been doing chores and other stuff, I've been watching some other people's videos, and I think so far of those who have shared, my pairings are gonna be pretty unique in style. So I think for the most part what I'm seeing is people pairing decks that are similar, or they have something in common. That is not how my bracket turned out. So let's do this. On my slightly dirty tablet is my digital tarot journal, which I started this year for the first time. That's the cover, and I'm basically kind of doing stuff monthly. We're going to jump ahead to March, and I'll show you that full screen as I talk about the insanity I went through yesterday. Here is my what do you call it? My teams, right? March Madness is based off of basketball, NCAA, college basketball thing. And it's a thing that always annoyed me by how much it's on the television. And just so you know, regular professional basketball is also like a lot of games right now. So it's all annoying. I found out last night that the schedule doesn't even go out until this Saturday. So how is it March Madness when it doesn't even start in the beginning of March? I'm always irritated when April comes and there's still these basketball games. So I have refused for many years to like pay attention or care. I'm not a huge sports fan. A professional sports fan. Anyway, so what I did, I wasn't sure how many decks I would have. I figured I'll see how many decks I think fit as underdogs and then go from there, based on the criteria. Do you like my title? It's the blue that the NCAA uses, because I'm all about the themes. So I've got two categories. There's new decks, and I kept that simple. Just decks new in my collection, and therefore I haven't spent as much time with them. And yeah, these are all of them in order, with one exception, the Illustrated Herbiary, because I have two copies of that and the cards are the same, just different cardstock. But yeah, otherwise these are in generally the order in which I received them, from newest to quote unquote oldest. The Moonology, there's a big gap. There's several. I got a couple of decks between these two, but I feel like I know them really well, so it didn't feel right to include them. Then the other category is old decks I barely use. And for most of these, I barely use them because I don't know what to do with them. Or I didn't. And these are in the order that I thought of them pretty much. Like, oh, how often I've used them, I think. Yeah. Roughly, but in the order I thought of them. So here are all the decks. Now you see these numbers? I was like, how do I put the decks into the bracket? Because that's confusing, right? I think both Robin and Crescent Dreams Tarot, I'm sorry, I don't remember their real name, but that's the channel name. I think they both did it. Well, Robin from Robin's Reflection definitely did it random. She just like picked the names out of a bag, and put them against each other. I think Crescent Dreams Tarot, from the 2 videos I've watched, has like paired some together somewhat. I don't remember exactly how they did it in their announcement video, but it's in their announcement video. I'm okay with random, but not really. So I was like, but wait, but how do they do it in the NCAA? They have like 60 something teams. Like, how do they get to this point? And so I took it upon myself to research that fact. And you guys are here with me to hear how I adapted that to the best of my ability, to this situation. So the first thing they do is they rank the teams. Usually it's by however they did throughout the season. If not various seasons, we don't got that. So what I did is I went to Amazon, and they have a rating system for books and products or whatever. It's like the bestsellers list. If you go, do I still have it open? Maybe I do. I do not have it open, but if you go on Amazon, you can find deck. Let's go for Herb Crafters, and I'll show you how I did it really quick. All right, you go down to the product details here, and I think you guys can see that. You see the bestsellers rank. There's fortune telling and tarot, and I basically use that. Now, some of the decks I have did not come up in fortune telling or tarot, which was unfortunate. So I left those for later. And then several of the indie decks didn't pop up at all, which is neither here nor there. I went for how popular or well known I think they are. There were about 4 of those that didn't come up at all, and so that was fine. And then the illustrated herbiary, it doesn't come up under tarot or fortune telling, so I put it lower than all of the others that did, but it came up pretty high in the categories like gardening and self-help, so I didn't put it super low, but basic kind of middle. That's how I figured that out, right? So the next thing the NCAA does is, well, in picking the brackets, right? They go by order, and the number 1 team gets to pick the location closest to them, their priority location. So what I did is right? Yes, the Sweet 16. That's what they call it when they get down to 16 from 64. All right, you can see here Moonology Oracle is here at the bottom of the screen. It was number 1 out of all of these on Amazon. So this is the closest, physically closest bracket. So that's where it went. Then you just continue to do that. If another spot is filled, it's filled. You do the next closest one. I also have regions or categories. Tarot, Oracle, I understand it well. I don't understand it at all or very well. And I try to have at least one from each of those categories in each 4 sets. I told you I made this complicated for no reason. That made it so that there were at least 2 tarot and 2 oracle for the most part in each of the 4 regions, categories, whatever. Yeah, some got put in some interesting places because I was like, no, there's already a deck I don't understand in this area, so I'm just gonna move it over here, right? So that's how we wound up with the way we did. I'm just going in order from the left column top to bottom, then right column top to bottom. So this is my bracket, right? I will be putting the scores underneath and then the winners here. Let's finally talk about the first 2 decks. Okay, deck number 1, Afro Goddess Tarot Arcanas by Adria Vertic. This is the newest deck in my collection. That's why it was the first thing written on the paper there. Technically not. I have a newer version of the illustrated herbiary that I got a month later, but those cards were not as new to me as these were. And this is Rider-Waite-Smith influenced, but and I have done a walkthrough, so I've seen all the cards. You guys haven't seen all the cards because that's one of the videos I haven't posted yet. You guys haven't seen me see all the cards yet, but yeah. So, and I have used it a couple of times recently. So, yes, this is. I think I often hear with tarot tubers that they have small hands. I do not have small hands. I'm a tall woman. I'm not a giantess, but I have hands that fit my height. And these are smaller than the average tarot card size, but they are thick. They're bendy and flexible, but they bow. Like this is annoying. Like, I don't know why. I don't know if the box attracts moisture or what. And it's got gold foiling, which makes it a little bit harder on the hands, but not a lot. I riffle shuffle, but I don't bridge, which is good because these are too small for me to bridge. But because of the bow, and I think the thickness, it's a little hard to shuffle, even if I do it. So, yeah, my issue is smaller decks making it like that. It does it. And then overhand, it does pretty good. It's got a coating on it. The cards are holographic. I don't know how well you can see in this lighting, but they are holographic. So, it's okay. It's manageable. If they were bigger, this would definitely be a problem, but I think the size is good for them. Otherwise, I do like the cardstock, and like I can bend them individually back into structure, but then they bow again. Or maybe I just haven't sat down and done the whole set. Anywho, the next deck. This is why I was like, I should film this because no one else has had such disparate decks. These are the Making Magic cards by Priestess Moon, Rockpool Publishing, one of these mini decks, right? This is one of the smallest decks I own, and therefore it gives me trouble. Hold up. So much trouble to shuffle. The smaller the decks, the harder, because I feel like I'm doing this. right? You ever watch those videos of people making miniature houses and things like that? That's what I feel like, and it's tedious. So these are waxy coated and whatnot, like a plastic thing. They don't have I forgot the edging or whatever, so it's a little bit easier. Surprisingly, this is easier. I thought these are thinner though. I think they're also stiffer, but I think the thinness is winning it out. Yeah. So I think they're gonna win the shuffle. I didn't mention in the beginning, but okay, the decks have to win 2 out of 3 competitions. The first is shuffling, which, you know, cardstock takes into account. And I'm gonna say that the Making Magic cards won that. Okay, I'm just marking it down. Next category is favorite cards, and if there's a tie after those 2, then you do a 3-card reading for each, and whichever one is better is the one who wins. That breaks the tie. All right, you get 2 out of 3, best 2 out of 3. Okay, so favorite cards. I'm definitely, well, I can't in this, but my favorite tarot card is the 9 of Pentacles. Like, I'm always looking for that card, and I usually enjoy it, so I'm not mad. Okay. Oh, wait. Yes, favorites, non-favorites. I love this. I love this. I don't know, this rhino is doing it for me. Not really. Let's bring these guys a little bit closer to you. Okay, favorites on the left, less favorites on the right. I love this. I don't know, something ain't working for me. This one I like better. Always love this card. This is boring. This is cool. This is a different depiction. This, love that. Oh girl, lick that sword. This feels really the same. I think I like that one. These are not hard to decide. It's, you know, as you go. And honestly, the women are beautiful. It's more how interesting I think the card is from the usual drawings. Some I'm off put by the proportions, so I like them a little less. There she is, and she's gorgeous. Ooh, that's the extra card in this deck. Honestly, she does a really good job with these rhinos. Love that one. Love that one. This is boring. I like that one. Go ahead. Badass. I love that when they're drawing on the pentacles for this. I do like the woman. It's giving track and field. Love that one. Though I don't have to read the guidebook. That's the thing with this deck. The guidebook gives something a little bit different. I wish that peacock was a little bit more easier to see, but girl, go ahead. Love this. Love this. Another extra card in this deck. Comes with 2 additional. This never works for me. The fish in the cup. I really like the way they are positioned. This gives Roger Rabbit vibes. Ooh, go ahead, Hierophant. Stunt on him. Look at the sun. Oh my god. Gorgeous. This card bothers me because of the proportions. I don't, what's happening here is weird. This is boring. Low, not even low key. Definitely because she's curvy. She's doing things for that robe. This is weird. Like the abs and the pleats and the skirt. This is boring. All of this. This is the typical. I think this works for me. I love that. This is also very typical Building in the Jungle. Oh, this is gorgeous. I don't often like the Judgment card. And here we go. I think I'm gonna put this over here. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 in the dislike pile, which leaves 65 liked cards. And I will make a list of these somewhere. I do this for other decks when I'm studying them. So yes. Okay. And let me write this down while I get the other deck ready. Okay, then we've this seems like an unfair comparison video, right? Like, come on now, girl. These are very similar. It's a very simple motif. So I think I'm going for what do I like the symbol, like aesthetically, and does the explanation, the point of the card make sense, right? And like that. I think I like the more symmetrical looking cards. I was gonna say the more complex ones too, but this so yeah, like this is, it makes sense, but it's boring. Dragonfly. Isn't this the same? Where is it? There was something about shining your light. Time to shine and bring light to the world. Okay, so this is bringing it in, and this is you showing out. Okay. Goddess, fairy magic. That's just boring. And that means I should like this one. I do a little bit less, but yeah, this ain't working for me. Okay, I wonder how some of these symbols have been or were created, like the ones with seeming letters on them. Yeah, I'm definitely liking them more. I don't know why I like air but not earth, and I like water but not fire. I know why. Or I can say I do. This is hilarious. All of this for a fantastic party or event. This seems very, I don't know. Symbols are universal, it seems. An award. It looks like an award. The sun. I don't know. I like a circle. I don't like this one. So confidence. I really need to use these. Happy love. Ooh. You know, I love that. Breaking bad habits. I mean, I need to, but yeah, it's too many. Abracadabra with wings. Oh, ooh, I love that. And I love that. So, I think this is a 40 card deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's wild. 32. So, in this case, the Afro Goddess Tarot Arcanas wins. And just so you could see how I'm doing this, this is all in Canva. I don't know if I mentioned that. All right, it has a tool here so you can write stuff with. I just want to keep track of the amount of cards, so I'm writing that down. That is not the right blue, but 8. And so put the X there. And switch the color. There we go. Yes. That won the second round. Alright, and now finally we pull 3 cards. And I didn't pick my 3 card spread ahead of time, but let's see what Afro Goddess Tarot Arcanas. I was watching videos this morning because I wanted to see what other people used. I don't really like past, present, future. I have a whole video about that. Situation, obstacle, advice. I think Robin used. Issue, don't do this, do this. Okay, we can do this one. I think that will work for all the oracles and obviously the tarot. So I'm gonna do my shuffling. And okay, for the Afro Goddess Arcanas, the issue is Goddess of Swords here. That over. The don't do this is the 9 of Cups. Okay. And the do this, no, that's not straight. What are you doing? Is the God of Cups. And I'm not sure. Oh, I don't usually get court cards, so, and then they're definitely among the weakest. The goddess is queens and the god is kings. Let me zoom out because I know the other one's gonna take up more space. Oh, so Goddess of Swords, like being logical and coming through it, clearly ready to fight. 9 of Cups is all zen and in the feelings. The God of Cups, I guess more balance. I did get this card recently. I think that's what it's like, you know, like controlling your emotions, basically. I think. Okay, now this, guys. Alright, the cards I pulled here. Maybe I should move these over. Up and over, up and over. Alright, the issue is Awen. 3 rays of light. Balancing male and female energies. Peace and harmony. Don't do this. Trinka 5, manifesting money and income. Well, call me out, why don't you? And, oh, do this. Successful career. Happy working environment. Pay raises and promotions. Oh, well, okay. That's more long lasting. So, like, if I want to have, you know, a balanced, happy life, don't be working on just make more money. I want to be working on having a good career with all of this stuff. Like it says, happy working environment, pay raises, and promotions. So it's not just about the paycheck, but the environment and money going forward, which makes sense. I did take a second to look at the book for the Afro Goddess Tarot Arcanas, and that could just be a me thing. But I generally have an idea. It's like be logical, direct, and get shit done. Do that. To be this, you don't want to be all like, oh, everything's great and wonderful and da 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 da. You want to be, I think, like balancing your emotions with logic and being in control of your emotions. Like the Nine of Cups is just being like in them, and the God of Cups is like, I know how to deal with this. I think surprisingly that makes them, it just it's a little awkward, but I think the Magic cards won this one, which surprises me because that is not what I thought. This is hilarious. All right, so if you're watching this and you want to gamble or vote to see which deck you think will win, go and check out my community post first. The decks you're looking for are the Buffy Tarot and Arcana of Astrology. Like I said, today we've got another interesting pairing with the Buffy, the Vampire Slayer Tarot. Another pretty new to me deck, like the last year or I've used it a handful of times, but not super serious or personal readings actually. And that is going up against the Arcana of Astrology by Claire Goodchild. Just in case you were wondering, this Buffy Tarot was the number 2 in popularity, and the Arcana of Astrology was number 9. So yes, this one is a tarot, this is an oracle and an astrology deck at that. Both mass market, this is the mass market edition, and this one I feel like I get pretty well. I know the scene references, the majority of them on the cards, like the mass majority of them. This deck was not quite how I thought it would be, and then yeah, I don't really use it except for a little bit as like a astrology placeholder type of thing. I haven't used it as an oracle at all. Maybe I did a practice one in my walkthrough. I have a walkthrough of both of these decks on my channel, but yeah, I haven't because I have to refer to the guidebook to remember like what the cards are other than the planets and signs and whatnot. So this is here because it's an older, not super old, but older deck. One of the few I hardly ever use, and I just don't understand exactly how to use it. I haven't put any effort into doing so. So these are the decks. Let us compare the shuffling. Alright, so here's the Buffy tarot. Those are the backs. Cardstock is pretty flexible. I like it. It's matte. This is the perfect size, I think. So, you know, I usually riffle shuffle. I don't bridge because I never learned how. So that's just what it is. That was my mistake. It's like butter. That's what I say. And then an overhand shuffle, because I do that too. I do like riffle shuffle 3 times, and then I overhand, and then I pull a card. Right? So nice and smooth. They do get scratched out pretty easily, but that's only an issue if you're looking at them for the most part on camera. So yeah, however, these guys, stiffer, not as flexible, which means that they get damaged pretty easily. I think this was like a book sitting on the corner. So, yeah, but they are thinner, and like I said, I believe they're about the same size. Yeah, so these are the Arcana cards are hair thinner, but same height as Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Like I said, a little thinner. So I don't remember having any problem shuffling these. I am the girl with the big hands, or with hands appropriate for my height, which is an inch short of 6 feet. And I overhand shuffle pretty good. It's a little stiffer. I think that makes for less mistakes when riffle shuffling, but it doesn't feel as nice in my hands. I'm just gonna give it to the Buffy tarot because I like the way it feels. These are thicker, but I like the way it feels. Or should I give that a tie? I don't know. I'm not gonna stress it. That's what I'm not gonna do. I'm really thinking maybe I should switch and say Arcana of Astrology won that, because I didn't make a mistake and I was not paying attention. Okay, so the next competition is favorite versus non-fave. And let's see what we get. Oh, I do like that. Okay. I don't really care. I mean, I think we're going for aesthetics. Oh, he does make a good Knight of Pentacles, though. This is great. Yeah, I love this. I just don't get the aces. Like, I understand them from a reading point of view, but aesthetically it's very boring most of the time. I love this scene. I love this image. I don't know what this is about. As far as the Ten of Pentacles goes, yeah. I'm gonna put that over there. That don't make no sense. I do like that. Oh, yes. 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 I think that could have been done better. Like, I know the scene. I'm just like, I also, because the suits are changed, I have to take a second to remember which one. Yes. Not a character you expect to see in this. Definitely, I love this. This is perfect. You guys. Oh, so perfect. Okay. Yes. 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 Love Drusilla. Ooh. Is anybody judging you? It's Anya. Okay, yeah. Ooh. Yes. I'm pretty sure all of the majors are gonna wind up in the favorites pile. No. I am kind of glad I've gone through this and I've watched walkthroughs where people were talking about what matches and what doesn't. So the scenes I didn't remember, I do now. This is one of those. I'm like, what? Love that Three of Chalices. Mr. Patient. I thought I saw. Oh, I was confused. Yes. That's hilarious. I'm gonna leave that there. The Lovers, Death. Like I said, I think all the majors are definitely gonna wind up here. Four of Sights. Four of Sights. Yeah, okay. I don't know if she should be a queen, but we'll go with it. Temperance. Joyce. Oh, Page of Chalices. Yeah. The Mayor. Actually, no, I have used this for personal readings. I just remembered I was using it for Past Lives Club September. There's something to be studied about the hands and the aces. The first layer. They did her dirty in the TV show. Yeah, I don't even have to think about that. Yeah. Like, we have the scene. This art style seems a little bit different, but maybe it's because we're stepping back. I don't know what they're trying to imply here with the clouds either, but that is a heartbreaking scene. Jenny, Miss Calendar. Okay, so 78 cards out of 78. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I don't really love. Okay. Let me write that down. Okay, now for the Tarot Arcanas. These are very similar to each other. So, yeah, we'll see how this goes. The 8th house, I mean, I don't know the color. I can't have all 12 houses be over here. But I think they might be. The 11th house. Neptune looks pretty. I really feel like it's going to be the planets and signs over here and the houses over here. Like, they give you the peace, but playing out with that. I love the eclipses. Oh, wait, wrong side, wrong side. Yeah, I don't know. Like, the guidebook doesn't say anything about color association for the houses, so I'd have to look into that. Just visually. Yeah, those can go there. I think that's where we're going, guys. Lilith is slightly more interesting, but it's a asteroid. I can't. I don't know. I'm like, they're okay. They're not. Even the moon, like, there's not a lot of nuance there. So I'm not gonna pretend. Maybe a little bit. I think with the crescents, they're more interesting. There's a solar eclipse. Eris, like, what? Slightly different. Slightly different. Maybe I'll put that Lilith back. Ooh, the Ascendant. 12th house. The Sun. I'm so glad it's not just a yellow ball. Mars. That's okay. Venus. Ceres. I do prefer color rather than like black or almost black, so, or all white and almost white, silver, whatever have you. I think I'm gonna put the Lilith back over there. It wasn't so bad. It was. Should I move all the moon cards and the asteroids? I don't know. I like the full moon card. I'm just thinking back. Mars wasn't even that great either. Nor was Eris. Okay, like the variation in color and some like features, that's okay. I can do this. I don't love that. Mars or Venus. Alright. How many cards are in this deck? I don't remember. There are 54 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. I don't like, woo. Woo. So that leaves 33. Okay, let me mark that. I think that makes Buffy the clear winner here. I like more of these. Even if I look at it percentage wise, like, yeah, there's more cards to love here. I liked more of them than I didn't. So, yeah, Buffy wins by getting both. That's the 2 out of 3. So I don't have to do the 3-card reading for this one. So, guys, like this video if you liked it. Subscribe if you are new. Hit the notification bell so you know when the next video is coming. I'm doing the next bracket soon. Definitely. Do I have this pressed? And there will be other videos eventually. Links in the description to everything I've mentioned. This is a long one. Links to my Etsy shop and a 10% off discount code. I offer tarot and oracle card readings through there. There's also a link to my Patreon. There is a free tier, and I, talk about tarot and oracle cards there with blog posts, and also there's some exclusive videos on higher paid tiers, so you can sign up for free or for a paid content there, guys. Yeah, links in the description to everything else I've mentioned, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.